I'm going to make this video quick because I started typing a response and it's taking a very long time. So one of the people in the guided meditation today, their body, there's a sciatica issue, and the body is trying to show this person that they are gripping too tightly to symmetry, and it's asking her to let go of this gripping about symmetry. Okay, so she said, I do favor symmetry and all. And I started writing, it's looking like your soul believes that this attachment to symmetry, that's what I want. For this one person, it's an attachment to symmetry. So their soul believes that her attachment to symmetry. Now, when I got this information, I felt kind of like she had gone through some kind of yoga teacher training, and in the training, I don't know if this was beaten into them, but you know that whatever you do on the left, make sure you do on the right. Whatever you do on the right, make sure you do on the left. So make sure that you use your class time, and there's like a boundary, like if you only have an hour, or if you only have a half hour, just make sure that you're balanced on both sides. Whatever you do on the right, you do on the left. So, and she took that to heart, and that was the proper teaching. It was the correct teaching for that, however large the group of yoga teacher training it was, that was the proper teaching. So that teacher of this person's yoga teacher training did a great job teaching to however many people learned at that moment. Now, but at this, and so that was years ago, I could feel that was years ago, but now in this moment in time, so October 4th, 2020, in this moment in time, this person needs to let go of the attachment to the symmetry, because this person teaches yoga with a great integrity and reverence to the training that they received. So they're not just throwing it out there. They really took in the teacher training. They really took in all the strong lessons, and they're really in their integrity in presenting yoga or teaching yoga or giving yoga to people who come to their classes, if they even have any classes. They may not even have any classes, and that doesn't matter. What matters is that they have an attachment to symmetry from then that is now overtaking, and it doesn't have to be a big deal, but as far as this person's soul is concerned, it's too much. You have to let go. All right. So it's looking like your soul believes that this attachment to symmetry is holding you back right now. Is there some fear around not being symmetrical? Address that from Powerful Spiritual Place. Many times in healings, I find myself telling people that doesn't matter. Okay, so people come to me for various things. You know, maybe it's a physical ailment, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's just they just don't feel good, or they want to feel good, or they feel like there's more out there, and they're like, what's going on? I'm not happy. They're not, and a lot of people, so people who show up to me without any sickness at all, they show up going, why am I not happy? I should be fine. I have a good job. I have a decent marriage. I have this, I have that. You know, I do have people that show up with issues and problems, but then I also have these people that are like, I shouldn't have any problems. Okay. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but because people come into this human body and this human experience and think that they're gonna, you know, put their own little puzzle together. Car, house, spouse, kids, animals, garden, whatever I want. Okay, my puzzle's together. I'm just waiting for the happiness to kick in. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it's funny right now. I'm not making fun of anyone. It's adorable, seriously. So, you'd be surprised how many times I used to find myself, now my clients, most of my clients that I have are like very high vibrational, and so they just take it in. But I cut people off. I cut people off when they're telling me a story. It's not good for them to go through the story. It's not good for their body to feel the story again and go back through the story. It doesn't serve anyone. I only need what I need in order to know what I need to know. So when people start giving me the information or start telling me a story or answering a question, as soon as they start providing, then I'm allowed in. That's permission. That's permission for me to go in to their system and go, okay, what's here? And it's like, shh, I don't need any more out of you. Like, stop talking. I got it. You got PTSD. You got this attachment over here. You got that attachment over here. It's like, all right, I know how to clean the room. I know how to clean this room. I don't need you to point out all the dirt, you know? Once you give me the key and you allow me into the room, I can see what's broken. I can see what's cracked. I can see what needs fixing. I don't need you to just tell me how the crack got there, or how the water leak got there, or how that happened, or how, I don't care. I don't care. I don't need to know. You telling me is just going to bring your body back through it. It's going to relive how that crack happened, how you got PTSD, how you came to believe that you're fat and ugly and stupid, and how we don't need that. All I need to know is, ooh, you think you're mean to yourself. Oh, here and okay, got the inventory, and now we're gonna work on fixing. It's not that it's broken. It's just that it is an issue that we like to undo, discreate, remove. We know what we want the room to look like. We know what we want your body to look like. We know how we want everything to feel when we're in that room of you. We want a high vibration. We want ease of peace. We want ease of feeling like you know who you are and you're so easy to love, and that you can completely understand why God, Prime Creator, the highest, holiest source, creator energy of all, would like adore you and love you and want to give you everything you ever wanted. That's the whole goal of healing, is for you to understand that you are so easy to love, and that everything, when you're in alignment and your house of your body is totally clean and clear, your desires in your heart, your desires that your intuitive heart gives you, are basically your own higher self saying, ask for this. This will make you so happy. And whatever's going to make you so happy or blissed out is exactly what you came to create. Because whatever your highest vibration is, whatever your highest best is, whatever your bliss is, whatever that looks like, it's going to serve the entire world. All the people, the whole planet, down to the core of the earth, and then out into the atmosphere. And the more of us individuals with the highest vibrations that we can hold, so the more empowered, highly evolved, highly peaceful, highly powerful, grateful, empowered, free individuals in alignment with our highest, holiest self, our highest self, right? In perfect alignment, in service to others as we serve ourselves, creating this high vibration, creating this light that is all over the planet and permeates the planet. It heals the oceans. It heals the air. It heals or shuts down whatever may be in our atmosphere that may not be so healthy for the birds and the plants, the trees, and us. So our highest vibration individually, it's about individuals now. It's about individual empowerment. We have to allow people to choose victimhood mentality. If that's what they want to do, they're free to do that. Bless them, forgive them, respect their free will choice to choose victim mentality and to focus on problems, and love them from here as we bless ourselves, forgive ourselves for everything. Because anything we don't forgive ourselves for is just going to lower our vibration towards guilt, 30, or 20 shame. So anything I don't forgive myself for is only going to lower my vibration. So forgive. So I bless myself because I just did it for everybody else. I forgive myself. I just did it for everybody else in all directions of time. Oh, that feels good. I can let go of the lower vibrational energy in my system. That's automatically going to raise me up, raise my vibration, my individual vibration. My individual vibration is connected to the collective vibration. So my raising my own individual vibration is going to raise the collective vibration. It's a perfect system. It serves me as it serves others. As I move up into the higher vibrations, 400 reason, 500 love, 540 joy, healing, 600 peace, 700 and up is enlightenment, 900 true gratitude, true freedom, true empowerment. Now, some lower vibrational tantrum thrower, some victim mentality person wants to come and attack me or throw a tantrum. I'm not available for that. I'm not available for your reality. I'm not available for that tantrum. No, thank you. I choose peace, I choose empowerment, and I choose gratitude. I channel this, I call him the loudmouth biker. He calls himself a no-nonsense motherfucker. So I channel this biker who passed. And he is this, he rode, so I know what it felt like for him to ride with other bikers, no helmets, across the desert. He would show me this feeling of what it felt like. And that was the closest thing to a 900 vibration that I felt through a channeling experience. That's the way I want to say it. It was like true freedom. Like the focus for him as this biker with the other bikers and no helmets and riding the desert, and there was like nothing they could see. They could see that it, it was desert. I don't know if it's desert, but it looked like deserty. There was nothing that was going to come out and attack them. There were no bends. There was no potential threats. If something tried to gallop to the side and take them off their motorcycle, they would have seen it coming. There was nothing. Then they also were within, they were within each other's energy fields. And so they had their peaceful power and their empowerment, their freedom. And then what added is the other people's, higher vibrational reality. Now, this biker riding through the desert with his other biker friends and everybody in this basically 900 vibration is the same as when I used to watch my enlightened teacher sweep the walk at healer school. There's no talking, no desire to talk, no words. There's just the feeling of purity, of everything and nothing at the same time. Everything and nothing, but it's the same. That's the best way I can describe it. It's everything and nothing, and you wouldn't want to change. You inherently know and feel if you try to add something, whether it's talking or anything, trying to add would only subtract. So there's the irony, and it's and Buddhists call it this emptiness. It's I've had the experience through meditation of emptiness. Okay, so as a healer, so many times people come to me in my little room here, right? They're in my little room with all my stuff. And they want to tell me these stories and all the stuff that matters. And I say, stop, that doesn't matter. I don't care, that doesn't matter. Okay, you have PTSD. All right, I know that you have PTSD and I know you want to get rid of it. That's why you're here. I don't need to know any more of the story. I need to cut you off because I don't want to deal with the lower vibrational crap. And it's not good for you either for me to let you deal with lower vibrational crap. Why do you come to an intuitive healer if you want to tell stories? You should be going to a therapist, and they charge money to listen to your lower vibrational stories. That's not why people come to a healer. Healing is not talk therapy. So the thing Oh, I lost it now. I didn't really lose it. It's just not where I left it. But gripping onto something that is unimportant. You may think it's important, but the body, this person's body, is holding this information for them in the form of sciatica on the left side. Left is worthiness. Okay. And it's holding this pain to make them look at it. It's holding this pain to make them pay attention, to get rid of it. It's not done to be mean. The body's not trying to be a douche. The body is holding pain in order to tell you that you are hurting it with this thought, or you're hurting me with this attachment, in this case to symmetry. In another case, it's attachment to the story of how you got divorced, or attachment to the story of how you lost your job. So I was an airline pilot for United Airlines. I lost my job 3303. I worked so hard. I worked 7 days a week for many years. I worked 3 jobs at a time to become a pilot. I lived in my car for a little. I didn't have like all these pilots had these girlfriends supporting them, or their parents, and my parents were like, nope, no one helped us. We're not helping you. So they called it the gift of poverty, and I understand it now because I had to find a place to live where I could make it work. And what that ended up doing was putting pressure on me. If I had to come up with a pull the plug date where, okay, you can't just keep going into debt with this hope and a dream of becoming a pilot. And I said, I said, I'm going to let myself go into debt on 2 credit cards. And then I can't apply for a 3rd credit card unless I at least have a job interview for some real job. And that's the only way I can apply for a 3rd credit card. Now, I was getting paid less than $200 a week, and I was working 7 days a week. That's just the way it was then. I think it's way better now, but I don't know. Because everybody wanted to be a pilot. And most of these people were supported by girlfriends or parents. Okay, that's just what it was. The paychecks that I received had to go towards shared bills with roommates. So when I bought food for myself, it was all on a credit card. And I was buying 5 ramens for $1. 5 ramens for $1. So one time my roommates, there was 6 of us living in a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. And they wanted to all pitch in and buy a couch. And it was $5 each. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, that is 25 ramens. I am not spending 25 meals on a couch that I'm never going to sit on because I work 3 jobs. I'm working 7 days a week, 3 jobs. And so they used to get so irritated with me. And they would say, okay, we want to buy, a television or whatever. And I would say, no way, I'm not going to. And they're like, if you even try and put this in ramens, I will punch you in the face. Oh, they wanted a Christmas tree one year. I'm like, no, I'm not paying for a Christmas tree. That's like 16 ramens. I am not spending 16 meals on a freaking Christmas tree. Hell no. So anyway, that was pretty funny. That was funny times. I put everything in terms of ramens. 5 for $1. So that's what I lived on. I lived on ramen, free soda, and free coffee. And free cookies from Bob's on Wednesdays. The lady followed me around. Can I help you? I'm like, no. Can I help you? No. The cookies are for customers only. I'm like, well, it doesn't say that. It's just that it's free. And so I may be a customer, but right now I don't have any money. Oh, man. I've just stirred some. I've stirred up things everywhere I've gone. You know, when. Okay, all right. Back to the point. So much doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter that I ate like 450 free cookies from Bob's Furniture stores in, you know, in the 90s. You know, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter now. That lady probably doesn't remember. You know, this girl comes in and eats all these free cookies. Okay. Imagine being that person who's loading up on free cookies. Okay. So much doesn't matter. Okay. What matters is I am here now. I'm here now. The body is an amazing biofeedback machine. It's giving this person about the sciatica, but it gave me through my left knee, knees are fear of moving forward, left side's worthiness, right side's strength issues. Am I strong enough? I'm worried about being strong enough. So I had a right side knee issue when I was pregnant with my daughter at 41. Okay, fear of moving forward with respect to being strong enough. That makes sense. My body's telling me you have these subconscious crap going on. You're worried about being strong enough, fear of moving forward, being strong enough to have a baby at 41 years old. Oh my God, you know? It's all awesome. The body's pain is just information. It's all just information. And I just want to make a fast video. It's not as fast as I thought it was going to be. But you get the idea. Your body is not trying to be a douche. It's trying to give you information about something's happening. So it's a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual planes of existence. If they're all totally smooth and flat, you're going to have no issues. We don't take physical form, and your soul doesn't drive this meat suit around to come in with no problems. It comes in to learn. It comes in to play. It comes in to grow. It comes in to manifest. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your physical existence. I came here to manifest something. Okay, well, along the way, I'm going to get incorrect ideas. Mentally, I'm going to make some sort of judgment, or I think I know something that maybe isn't true. And then that mental thing is going to sit on the mental plane of existence. And at some point, it's going to impact or affect the physical body. And the physical body is going to give me a sign, some sort of sign. Hey, a lot of male airline pilots, after they retire at 60, they end up with prostate cancer. And it's because they're having worries, thoughts about having enough money for the future. Now, it doesn't matter that they packed their 401ks and they've got savings accounts and they've got property and they've got investments, because one thing that I've noticed about most pilots is they're really good at saving. They're really good at preparing for the future. They're really good at saving, because airplanes don't go backwards. You know, you can go backwards with reverse, but it's really not good for it's not designed for that. Okay, but airplanes, you're always having to think forward. You're thinking the next 4 steps so that you don't get yourself into a position that you can't get out of. So most pilots, through the training of being a pilot, you end up like playing things out, and you learn like every single crash that happens. It's not just one thing. There's an error chain. There's a link in the error chain that led you to having no way out other than to crash. Starts with the go, no go decision. The decision to go. That's a link that's the first link in the error chain in a crash. You know, weather can be one. Pre-flighting the airplane. Did you check everything? Okay. Weight and balance. Did you do a weight and balance? You know, all these things, they all add up to a crash. It's usually not just one thing. That's what we learned anyway. That's the whole thing on that. But it's about, you can't go backwards. And you're always dealing with what's happening now. What do I have available to me now? Sioux City, there was a crash in Sioux City. It wasn't really a crash. I mean, they landed and they used all their available resources. Pilots that were sitting in the back that weren't even part of the crew came up to help out. And man, when you listen to the recording of the pilots talking to the tower, and the tower says, "You're cleared to land on runway whatever," and this plane has no hydraulics, and they're like, "You want me to land on a runway?" It's like you all laugh. It's funny, but you have tears in your eyes too, because it's like, and it's so interesting because you know that they make it. You know that they made it because you see the crew talk about in the front of the video. They're live, but you're hearing them say, "You want me to land on a runway? You're clear to land on runway. You want me to land on a runway?" It's like so funny. It's like the funniest joke you ever heard because there's so much emotion there, and there's so much. I hope they make it. Okay, so as a human being, you have so many things on your side for your highest growth and your happiest, most blissed out existence. You have so many things on your side. Your own soul is rooting for you. Your own ego is rooting for you. Your body is rooting for you. It's telling you, hey, there's this subtle thing going on in the mental plane of existence that's really not serving. That's why I'm giving you this knee pain or this sciatica or this neck pain, blah, 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 blah. Emotional. Okay, so like being sad about my mom or being sad about someone that dies, being sad about someone that dies, and you're like, you may have a subtle thought or form of a thought that's, I don't know if I want to live anymore with my mom being gone, my dad being gone, my spouse being gone, my child being gone, and it affects your lungs. And so you set yourself up for these lung issues because the lungs hold grief. And your lungs are actually telling you, you're not so sure that you want to stay alive. Just thought I'd throw that out there. And then what do you want to do with that? Okay, well, tapping. But just becoming aware. My lungs are telling me that I may not want to live. Now, if I need to know why, as I tap and breathe, I tap out the grief, tapping the grief. Then the information can come through. Oh, your child, it's from the death of this person, or it's from the loss of your job, or it's from the loss of your livelihood, or it's from the loss of your family's business that you've had for 100 years because everything was shut down. And now everybody's buying. Instead of buying stuff from you, they're buying it from Amazon or whatever's happening now. Good. Or your restaurant was shut down, or you can only have half of the patrons, which means you can't even hardly break even, but that's what you have to do in order to stay open. And you want to pay your staff, and you're just going to slide it and go into debt maybe because you're only allowed to have half of the people, and you really want a fully packed restaurant on the days that you can have it. You get the idea. All right, so we got a lot of grief crap, a lot of grief. These forms of grief. And the ego says, I should be happy because I'm not sick. I should be happy because da 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 da. Okay, but the truth is, something's going on the emotional plane of existence. Something's going on the mental plane of existence. Something's going on the spiritual plane of existence, and your body is helping you out by giving you that information. So, the ego makes the unimportant important and the important stuff unimportant. So the ego is going to want to wrap itself up in story after story after story. That's why I have PTSD, why I have stress, why I'm sad. Let me tell you why I'm sad. Let me tell you all about it. Let me tell you all about why I'm sad so that I can stand here and cry in front of you so that you can see how sad I am, and then you can tell me that I'm a good person for being sad, or I loved my mom. It means I love my mom. It means I love my dad. It means I love my child. It means I love my spouse. Let me just sit here and talk about how sad I am. Okay. As you move forward in your life, okay, you're always here now. You're here now. You're here now. You're showing up here now in this moment with PTSD or with sadness or with frustration or with anger. Okay, that's what's happening now. That's what's happening now. It's all happening for me. It's not happening to me. Relax eyes, jaw, and shoulders. Ground into the now. Calm, center. That's what's happening now. My body is experiencing this pain, whether it's emotional pain or physical pain from the physical or emotional plane. Whether it's pain from whatever plane, it is what it is. That's what's happening now. Okay. Relax. Eyes, jaw, and shoulders. Calm, center. It's happening for me, not to me. Relax the belly. Calm and center. I like to walk. I walk in my living room. I just walk. I like to walk and move forward and tap. And there's something that happens when you're moving forward, even though you're not saying it. There's the story of I am moving forward, even though I'm not like hiking straight in a straight line for a mile. So I'm kind of technically not like making any ground or whatever. I'm still moving. So while I walk forward and tapping, there's an experience of moving out of the garbage, moving out of the guck, and moving forward with the intention of clearing and moving forward. I am moving forward. Even though I'm not saying I'm moving forward, I am moving forward. My body feels me moving forward. I'm tapping. You don't have to tap. You don't get too caught up. Don't let the unimportant stuff become important. I have to tap like this. No, you don't. You can tap however you want. You can go in any order. You can just tap here. You can tap backwards. We just tap like this because it makes sense. We hit all the points. The guy who came up with it found these points, under the armpits. Here's the anger points under the nipples. The guy who came up, one of the people who's given credit for tapping, let's say it like that, found that I am this, breathing deeply and completely. These points hit every meridian. Okay, so in these tapping points, every meridian is hit. And I want to stop this video at 33, and I love you, and I don't want it to go too long. But enjoy your life, okay? And you got this. Keep moving forward, tapping, loving yourself.